Football Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go. It's the New York Jets. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage. 1st down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He got 29 yards that time. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First down, it's Darnold. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. The Jets and Browns, two cellar dwellers from a year ago, and they did meet in that season, Week 5 in Cleveland. Myles Garrett, it was his NFL debut. He got 2 sacks, but it was former Brown Josh McCown throwing 2 second-half touchdown passes to lead the Jets to the victory.
And every time I hear about the Jets and Browns playing, you know what I think about? The first ever Monday Night Football game. The Jets at the Browns. Cleveland won. I believe it was 1970.
It was indeed. I just happen to have the note here. I don't know this off the top of my head, but September 21st, 1970. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Here's Jones. Gets past 1 man. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Detroit!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, Uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming up for the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold on first down. Peaks got it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 3rd and long, it's Darnold finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York, with a rebuilding team take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they will accept the penalty. And move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Darnold. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He'll get it up the middle, trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Myers able to knock it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They go play action. Mayfield. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got it open. Then he completes it to Callaway. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Mayfield to throw it. There he goes inside the 30. This one complete to Coleman. And down to the 27-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it's a fumble. And the Jets have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he connects with Ebron. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance,